DM. We are the DM fam. Today I'm sharing my testimony, not for sympathy, but to bring hope to anyone walking through a tough time. So today's main focus of the video, I'll be talking about men and their emotions. And also I'll be talking to you about a bit of myself as well. In the past, I don't think I really knew who I was growing up, but I knew who I was supposed to be, especially in Christ. I knew who I was, but with that being said, I still didn't know who I actually was. In all of my school history, it wasn't the best. I didn't really fit in. People didn't hate me in those school days, but they just didn't look for me, or to be like, oh, where's Caleb, or how is Caleb, or things like that. I remember in times when I was at school, I was hoping for time to go fast. I didn't feel loved at school at all. Back in my school days, I was trying to, you know how people try to fit in? They look at the most popular people at school and they try to fit into that type of group, but that didn't turn out well. I always ended up rejected at and even hit at. That's not a good educational space for someone. I didn't really know how to defend myself in a certain situation, and that's important why we need a father figure in our life. And also I'm thankful to those who defended me at school. So school started to affect the way I live at home. I remember I used to hide myself away. I didn't realize why I was doing that, but that was most likely because of what was happening at school. Because at home, no one was really treating me wrong. I wasn't dealing with the situation correctly back then. And I remember I used to just binge watch shows, but later on in life I did actually start to search on things that would actually benefit me, especially with sin. What I struggled with, I started to search through that. I remember back at school, I started to make excuses why I didn't want to be at school at that time. I used to say I'm ill, but I wasn't, and then they would believe me that I said that I was ill. So then they would allow me to go home, which allowed me to breathe. It was like a breather, like a reset every time I did that, because at school it was suffocating. At that, I didn't know how to hold my emotions or even cry, so I just hid myself in my room for pretty much every day until it was dinner time. That was the only time they would see me downstairs. I thought I had friends at school, but I didn't really feel like invited to be in the space. That was literally me trying to fit in. That's how I felt back at school. I used to feel rejected. I felt like an outcast. And I had a best friend also. We were good friends, and then later on it started to be weird, and then they wanted to fight me for no apparent reason. And then they came up to me and they said they apologized, and then they just one time later on again they left without telling me that they're going to leave to another school. So if you're going through this problem at school, just know that you're not alone. There's always help. Never leave it in your heart. Always speak to someone. Never leave it inside you. We as men, we carry things in ourselves for too long, leading us to depression, anxiety, all those things that could have been dealt with in the past. We could have sought help when we can, even praying to God. That's what we need to do as men. We need to seek God also. Even if you don't know who God is, you need to try to seek Him, because He is our Father. As men, we're told that we're not meant to cry, we are meant to be strong, and we're meant to keep our feelings inside. And that is a wrong way to put it, because we are only human beings, We are not Superman. Even Jesus cried himself. A lot of strong men in the Bible, they even cried. In Genesis 45:2, when Joseph showed himself to his brothers, he started to cry. And another example of men crying, 1 Samuel 20:41. And there was someone called David and Jonathan. Both of them were men and they were crying. 1 Samuel 30:4, the same person, David, he was crying for something bad that happened. And also in Luke 19:41, Jesus himself also cried. Those are the examples of men crying. It's not a crime to cry, it's a good thing to cry. Crying lets go of a lot of things. You feel much freer as well. So make sure you don't leave your emotions unheard. Make sure you let them be understood. Don't be afraid that the person won't understand you, because we are all different, we are all unique, we are not all the same, because it will benefit you, your mind, the way you think, the way you act. So back to my school times, because of all these bullying, it affected my learning also. So this is how deep emotion is. It can even affect your learning because you're not letting people know. But I did end up letting people know that I was getting bullied by someone, so that was good. I let someone know. I didn't fully hide it away. My whole school life, I let someone know, and they were actually doing something about it. So make sure, guys, you're always being honest with yourself. Which honesty is the most important thing in your life. Because when you hide things emotionally, you're not being honest. You're not being true to yourself. If you've enjoyed this video, don't forget to like, comment, share, and don't forget to turn on your post notifications so you won't miss another video. And also subscribe. Thank you for watching. See you in the next one.